wait. I can't believe I didn't tell you. I finally got the van.
You bought a van? You must be so excited.
I'm having a shit time. My head doesn't feel right. Nothing's quite like the first time. Don't tell me it's all right. I'm having a shit time. My head doesn't feel right. Nothing's quite like.
With big projects, it's important to set a deadline. Mine was 2 weeks away. Was it enough time? Definitely not. I am wearing my Polish construction worker outfit, so you'll know what that means. We are getting dirty. I was told I can just put some of the foam inside the ribs, and this is gonna make them stronger. And then tomorrow I can start jumping on the roof. And shake the can. Oh, but there are like cables going in there. Crap. Kids, do this beforehand, please. Go on, bitch. Get out, get out. The state of the floor. I failed miserably here, but I have plenty there. So it's February 21st, I think. It's like 4 degrees. It's a sunny day, so I'm starting my battle against the rust. My main priority was the roof, because I knew for a fact that it was leaking. This is all completely rusty. Beautiful. It was important to move fast, since the weather wasn't exactly on our side. It's not supposed to rain, but the nights are still minus temperatures. And Pan Janusz let me use his garage while he's away. What the fuck? I hope that was not my ladder. You might be wondering why I didn't start with putting the car in the garage. Well, problem number 1. It's in the outskirts of my city, which means I would have to take a bus every day just to do some work. Problem number 2, I can only work there during office hours. In my head, it was a great idea to try and do as much work as I could in my front yard. But then again, my head is often wrong. It's ready to be covered with fiberglass. This part was the worst by far. I mean, there's a hole, but we're gonna cover it. This is the unprofessional side, and this is the huge puddle of resin because there was a hole. Okay, so it's been 2 days. And as you can see, it's fucking cloudy and gray and really, really wet. And my epoxy is ruined. Oh my god, I think I made all the mistakes in the book. Not gonna lie, after discovering the rainy disaster, I doubted myself more than I ever have during my entire life. But let's not get depressed just yet. Let's do something we can for a change. I started with unscrewing my floor and giving my van a good scrubbing. Current state of the van floor. I managed to get it out. The next morning, I finally put on my big girl pants and I drove to the garage. And And I even remembered to put fiberglass on epoxy this time. Look at me becoming a pro. The only thing left to do was to pray for good weather so everything could dry in time. Apparently though, I didn't pray hard enough because the next morning it was raining. Today is Friday. Don't ask me how that happened. So today we're gonna tackle the back door. Tomorrow I can work a little bit, and Thursday is gonna be sunny. Thursday is gonna be like 10 degrees, and Thursday is painting day. Like, I need to start painting. But to do that we need to really get going, so let's yapping, let's go. Here's a super quick guide on how to de-rust your van if you don't know how to weld. Look for rust spots. They're popping up as little bubbles under the layer of paint. Scrape the paint off and scrape off the rust. I was using a spatula and a metal brush that I could attach to my drill. Next, if the hole is going all the way through, you're gonna use fiberglass and epoxy. I was trying to go from smaller pieces to the biggest ones, adding 2 to 3 layers of fiberglass depending on the size of the hole. Finally, to make the surface smooth again, you're gonna use filler. I was using fiberglass enriched filler to make it a bit stronger. It is Monday, March the 3rd. I have exactly 7 days before I have to leave this place. On Thursday it's supposed to be 13 degrees and I cannot tell you how happy I am for that. But that's the day we want to start painting. So basically today, tomorrow and Wednesday are my last days to fight with the rust. So I think we're well on our way. I did the bottom, what is it called? You know, the sills. I covered the sills today. I was here at 8 a.m. today, so proud of myself for waking up early. That also means that I'm freaking trembling and I don't know if I'm gonna stay all the time until 6 p.m. Poland is not the place to build a van in the winter. Guys, I gotta show you something. You're gonna love it. Number 1. I mean, what the fuck? Pozdrawiam gościa, który robi ten samochód, ja pierdolę. Well, but number 2 is even better. When are the surprises gonna end? Any professionals that might be watching, please close your eyes for a second. Okay, that's it. I basically put some fiberglass and epoxy and tried to push it under the rubber band, but I forgot to put some paint on it, so apparently it's in epoxy now. Hopefully I can clean it up. Here we have same situation. Oh my god, the fact that it's pink, it just makes it so much better, don't you think, guys? What is today? Tuesday, March the 4th. Still windy as fuck, still cold as hell. I brought an extra layer and keep going. The work itself is physically hard, but super satisfying in the psychological sense. And despite discovering more and more rust under the thick layer of filler, I have to say I was pretty happy doing the work, especially with some good music on my headphones. I mean, what the fuck is that? You know, there's like... Tomorrow, hopefully, I can put the last layer of filler. I will not use epoxy anymore, fingers crossed. And sand that down, clean the whole van, prepare for painting. Because Thursday, let's say it together, Thursday is sunny. Okay. Anyways, I am fucking dead. I'm going. I just want to show you what I did today. I know I'm not recording as much, but honestly it's just repeating the same 3 things, which is putting on filler and then sanding and then scraping off the rust. These are the gigantic fucking holes now filled with green filler, because fun fact, I'm running out of filler daily and I need to keep using different ones. Some epoxy on a hole, also holes that were going right through the roof, filled with epoxy. This is done, the back door. That's like my pride and joy. Also, okay, I'm almost done, but 3 different kinds of filler. And yeah, this is ready for painting. Also the sills, as you can see, they are being worked on. This one is yellow filler. Today in the morning I did it. This was the last one I did. This is like today evening. And then these are from yesterday. I managed to sand it, but I don't have time to put a new layer on, so that's for tomorrow. So yeah. And you know, the more rust I find, I keep thinking this is pointless, because obviously I'm not gonna fix it. Really, I'm just gonna try to remove as much rust as I can and then put a new layer on top. So it's basically covering up the things that have already been there. I'm adding to my work instead of making this car any better, you know. What else can I do? And this way at least I know every little thing about this car. Man, if I knew the things about this car that I know now when I was buying it, I'd probably still get it because I'm stupid and I think I can do anything. Anyways, bye. What we can observe here is a tired individual on the verge of giving up. The cause of such an extreme reaction can only be one thing: the biggest, ugliest, most depressing haul ever recorded in the history of amateur van repairs. To be honest, today feels like a torture. Nothing is working out. I found the biggest hole in the entire car. I can't open my hood. I'm so tired. I was supposed to paint tomorrow. There's no way this is happening. I need at least one more day or two. Days like these, I wish I had beer. Even though my dad came to help me that day, it really wasn't looking great. I was slowly losing my mind over the approaching deadline. No ja szukam tej szczotki, co mi tu wpadła. No, końcówki tej szczotki metalowej. Końcówki do wiertarki. Bo mi wpadła. And then, lo and behold, the painting day. Even though I managed to manifest the perfect weather, I was nowhere close to being ready for painting. I couldn't start before doing the last sanding. I was at least a day of work behind because of the gigantic holes. The only thing I could do was keep working, so I did. And before I knew it, it was already Friday. This clip, also known as the saddest sandwich of my life, is the only thing I recorded on Friday. It is Saturday. According to my original plan, I should already have everything painted, maybe like the last 2 layers or something, but no, that would just be too easy. Yesterday we were sanding the entire car and it took us like 5 hours. I had a meltdown. I also crushed my finger in the ladder and that just was it for me. But today I'm back here with my usual mantra: we do what we can. Because literally I cannot do anything more, you know? And Tuesday evening I'm leaving, and if the car is at least painted a little bit, that's amazing. That means rust is not gonna get on it and it's gonna be fine. No matter what happens, it's gonna be fine. I'm mostly telling it to myself. It's Monday morning and I am enjoying my breakfast while reading a spicy conversation on the car painters forum. So do you remember how this whole time I was saying I need to leave on Tuesday? Turns out I mixed up the dates and I'm leaving today. Which means I have even less time to paint the car. But I have accepted it. It just can't be done, you know? I'm gonna put epoxy primer on it. It's gonna protect it from the moisture, and we're just gonna have to say it's good enough. And after I come back, maybe I can rent the garage again. Maybe I can paint it in my backyard. That's the options we have. Yeah, shit happens, you know? I really tried to spread myself too thin. Am I gonna try to do it again sometime soon? Probably. I think so. That would be very likely, considering my personality. But for now, let's say I had learned something. Cheers. Despite messing up the dates, Monday was by far the most fun I've ever had working on this thing. I knew it was gonna be satisfying, but I had no idea how much fun it is to use the paint gun. And after 2 weeks of destroying my car for 9 hours a day, it was so nice to see it looking better. And that was it, the end result. Driving home, I could definitely say I was the ugliest car in town. Going into this process, I had no idea how much of an emotional roller coaster it's gonna be. I mean, I've screamed, I've cried, I've laughed, I've cried again, and it's all because of a stupid metal box. I almost cancelled a trip because of this thing. I called Luca crying.
Anyways, have a nice safe drive, and yeah, cheers. See you in Morocco.
And that was still back when I thought I'm leaving on Tuesday. In the end, it doesn't matter. I did what I could, and it was good enough.
No są zacieki, ale z drugiej strony.
Bo to wiesz, w zależności od tego, jak daleko się trzyma, nie?
The cherry on top of this entire experience was driving the car through the forest to park it in my garden, which is semi-legal, let's say, and then trying to navigate through the tiny, tiny gate with my dad and grandpa guiding me between the trees. And that's it, guys. I'm gonna leave you here with this ridiculous image of my insanely huge van barely fitting in our garden. And we're just gonna have to paint it after I come back. Thank you for watching this extremely long video. And thank you to the 2 people supporting me on Patreon. Okay, my god, this is way too long.